What's up guys, this is Lightning24 and welcome to another video of Dark Saves the World. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys, along with my friend, easy trap tunnels that you can do whenever you're defending your atlas, or when you're repairing the shelter, or anything guys, even ride the lightning. So first things first guys, when you're doing a mission, it is really important to not overbuild your objective if you haven't put in the blue glow. Because as far as you know, every single time before you start a mission, you're gonna have to put in the blue glow, and then that's when Ray is going to show you on your map where the hustles are coming from. So it's really important for you guys to do that. If you're not doing that, you should start doing so, because that way you can know where you're going to make your trap tunnel and how big is it going to be, etc. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so first demonstration is going to be right over here in this narrow trap tunnel. Let's say the husks are going to be they're going to be spawning from right here. You have all this space to build a trap tunnel. So what I like to do is I like to make my walls out of make my floors out of wood, and then my walls are going to be out of brick. The reason I make my floors out of wood is because they're the least type of structure that gets attacked, because the walls or the roofs, they all get attacked by lobbers and ordinary husks. But when it comes to the floors, the only way to damage them is with the propane. So what you want to do is you want to put your floors and you want to make your walls, and then your ceilings, I make them out of metal. You want to do that there. And now the traps that are going to be required for this trap tunnel are going to be wall dynamos, wall darts, and your favorite floor trap. So I'm going to make some retractable floor spikes now. You want the wall darts on the walls, that way they can cover this whole range of space right here where they're going to be continuously attacked. There we go, we're almost finished. Now as soon as you have your floors and walls ready, you want to use the ceiling trap. The ceiling trap is going to depend on what type of elemental husk you're going to have. If they're going to be fire, then it's best not to use the ceiling zappers, because it's not going to affect it that much, for the reason being that ceiling zappers use up nature energy. They're a nature element. So, but in this case, I don't have any gas traps myself, so I'm just going to put in the ceiling zappers. If you have the ceiling electric fields, it's always best to put them every other ceiling, and that is because the ceiling zappers attack in a 3x3 tile, so you don't have to be spamming your ceilings with the ceiling electric fields. Let me make some more. So if you have a ceiling electric field right there, there is no need to put a trap right here. Okay guys, the last trap that you need for this trap tunnel are going to be wall dynamos. Now the wall dynamos, you could either put them facing both sides of the wall if you want to be overkill, or you can only put it facing one side of the wall. Now the reason why you put the walls this way is because you have to think like a husk, and you have to see. Like right here, if the husks are spawning from this direction, they're going to take the time to walk all the way the route. They're going to see this wall, they're going to stop, they're going to turn left, forward, and right. As opposed to having no wall at all, and then the husks are going to ignore it, and then your trap tunnel can be used more effectively. And there you guys have it. That is the first trap tunnel. Now let's move on to the second trap tunnel. Our second trap tunnel is going to be when you have husks that are going to be going up the ramps, guys. Now as you can see here, we have a wider range of a wider area, and in this particular trap tunnel, I like to call this the Timeout trap tunnel. You want to build it for me, Javier? Want to explain the purpose of Timeout? What traps do you need for the timeout, Javier?
You need wall pushers or launchers, whatever you would like to call them. You need wall darts, wall dynamos, and seeding traps.
Alright. Do you have the materials to craft the wall launchers?
Yeah, but I'm gonna need a little bit more simple product.
Simple, let's see if I have some simple. Here you go, drop you a stack.
Thank you.
So they're gonna be coming in through here, right?
Yes, sir.
So the only difference between this trap tunnel and the other trap tunnel is you need the wall launchers in, right?
Yes, that's for the timeout rooms.
Yeah, just for the timeout rooms.
So like in this case, we put a wall launcher right here, and a wall launcher right here.
So they're gonna be pushed inside here, and there's a timeout room.
They're gonna be walking in, and then they're gonna get pushed into this room, and pushed even further back here into this space, where they're gonna be getting hit with those. And then I like to put wall dynamos here.
A wall dynamo right there, or what?
Yes.
And then
Because I don't know if you noticed, but this provides a little bit of impact, which stuns them, and they're gonna be here longer because of the stun.
Damn.
And with smashers, it's super good because once they get hit with that impact, they have like a counter that it's getting eaten up by the impact that all your dynamos are doing. So they're more susceptible to getting hit by launchers, because usually, I don't know if you noticed, but they don't get hit right on the first try.
Yeah. Yeah, this is badass. Pretty cool. This is the timeout trap tunnel.
And of course, you want all the wall launchers to be hitting them up, either eating them up while they're going through here.
Yeah. And in here you could just put, for the roofs, you could put the seating drop traps, right? So what would you put here? More
The drop traps,
wall
I would
darts or
put them more, yeah. The drop traps, I would
higher,
put them like
right?
up here. Yeah. And then right here you put like the wall there. So then they're getting hit on the back.
And for these walls right here, you don't put any traps at all, right? Because like I don't think you could place anything.
Not for these,
No, right?
not for these,
there.
but like let's say they're coming up through here, I put either wall dynamos or I put the darts, because when they're walking up they're getting hit from both sides. As
Yeah,
they're
and
going
then
up.
and then once these tires are activated, they're gonna be going all the way down here, further. I don't even know what to say.
They're gonna be getting knocked down.
Yeah. Further damaging the rest of the husk, and even more
That's-
traps right here. For very
The
powerful.
scenario
trap tunnel.
is pretty common, and I've seen people that they don't know how to build, especially even in Canny Valley. Like they have a ramp and they panic because they don't know how to build.
Yeah.
So just in this simple space, look, they're not gonna be getting to here. The only things that are gonna be getting to here are the mini bosses, the elemental launchers, smashers, and all that kind of heavy stuff.
Yeah, and either way, if they're if the husks spawn from different directions, you can have like one of those trap tunnels here, and then you could easily just gun the other sides, or even add that
Yeah.
trap tunnel right there. All right, thank you. Now for our third trap tunnel is one of my personal favorites, and this is mainly used for. Can you do this for the atlases?
Yes, but it's gonna be a little bit improvised.
So it's better to use it for shelters, right?
For shelter, for retrieve the data, I love this one for retrieve the data.
Oh
It
yeah,
never
retrieve the
hits mine.
data, yes. So this trap,
So what you're
this
gonna
trap
wanna
tunnel,
do-
guys, is called the 360, the 360 trap tunnel.
You only really need one bot, like a 1x1, because you can see where the balloon is.
Yeah,
and
the
it's on
balloons one
spot.
by one.
So you build what you can around it, and then you start putting like floors around it. And then
So
these
this
walls for your
this
wall
is best
guards.
used for retrieve the data then, right? Because of the 1x1.
Yes. You can improvise it and use it on bigger objectives, but I mostly use it on retrieve the data.
Yeah, you're gonna need even more materials and stuff. And what's the purpose like of the traps that you're using? Like, why the wall launcher? Just to keep them out, or
right
what?
here.
Oh.
Let me show you. They're gonna be coming in from these holes that I'm leaving in the wall, so they don't smash anything. So when they're coming in, let's say I'm coming in through here, I'm gonna be getting hit by these waters already, and then as I'm coming in, if you have ceiling traps, I'm getting hit by the ceiling traps, the floors, and any other wall launchers, waters that you have on the side. So like from these sides.
Then once again, these wall darts are going to cover all of this, right? They're gonna reach all around here.
Yeah. They detect 3 spaces away from them, but I don't know if you noticed they can shoot 6 spaces far.
Yeah. I used to not like wall darts, but they're pretty OP. What about the floors? What would you put for the floor traps?
The floors, the best floor traps would be floor spikes, because they have a slowing effect. Even if they don't do that much damage, they have a slowing effect. So I would put floor spikes on the inside, and then retractable floor spikes back here, because when they're getting pushed, they're gonna be getting back here and they're gonna take damage.
Oh, so that right there, and then retractables right here.
Yeah.
And
So then
no freeze traps or anything?
No, I don't like to use freeze traps because of the I learned very early on in the game that they get used up really quickly, and they're slower than wooden floor spikes. Because no matter what level, I found out that they provide a 30% slowing effect. So even if they don't do that much damage, they're gonna be slowing down the husk.
Alright, nice. Is that it? You're pretty much set for the objective or what?
Yes, sir.
Alright, well there you guys have it, guys. 3 easy peasy trap tunnels that you can build on your missions. These will work anywhere, guys. They work in Stonewood, Plankerton, Canyon Alley, even Twine Peaks. I would say the best trap tunnel to use in Twine Peaks will be this one, this 360 base, guys, because once you get there, those husks are going to be really powerful, and even when you're trying to gun them down, it's just going to be nearly impossible to look all around the objective, guys. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. If you enjoyed watching these tutorials, just hit the like button. And if you're new to my channel, subscribe, comment on what I should do next if you have any suggestions. And well, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.